Fam, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's your friend and brother here in the office on a Wednesday with a pop-up, pop-in, check in on you, making sure that you're well, hoping that all is good with you on this midweek, in this midweek of another week shut in. Say what's up as you come in. Like, what's up? How y'all doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Great lunchtime. Pop up. Say what's up to me. I want to make sure that I'm able to see too. My bad, y'all. I'm horrible with this. I just start talking and then realize that I don't even see the comments. Yo, what's up, man? Pastor TL, I'm thinking about you, man. Hey, April, what's up, Lauren? Good to see you. LaDonna, I cannot wait for the gym to be back open because your boy, although still committed to my workouts, still committed to eating right, I just miss lifting. I need some weights in my hand. What's up, Francis? Good to see you. Excuse me, y'all, for looking tired. Last night, I had the dumbest dreams, and I don't know if it's because I had ramen noodles and Polish sausages before I went to bed. I don't know if that's the reason why. My dreams were super stupid, and I even feel stupid to even share one of the dreams that I had, but it was super. It was super stupid. I was like, man, AJ, you tripping, man. Like, the dream was just absolutely retarded. Oh, my God. How are you doing, though, man? Are you guys holding up and hanging in there with this COVID situation? Maybe it was April. Maybe it was the storm last night, because the last thing I remember was my iPad was right here. I was looking at a movie on Netflix, and I'm turned this way, and then I just started to get real sleepy, so I just turned off the iPad and then just went to sleep. But it was storming outside, but nothing in the movie was in the dream. We're in the dream, so I don't know. It was just super stupid. So just the way it is. It's so funny, y'all. Man. Let's see here. All right, y'all. But look, I'm literally just logging on to check in with y'all. Really hoping that you guys are well and that, you guys are transitioning through this COVID situation as best as you can. Like I said, none of us have ever been through it. Well, I mean, none of us in our generation has been through a pandemic before, so I don't really think that many of us, we're all adjusting the best way we can. So there's not one person on the planet that can say that they got the, what's up, Misty? They got the key to what to do on this. I just know we're all just doing the best we can to manage our mental health, our sanity, making sure that we're keeping our money right, just making sure that we are, coming through this the best way that we can. Guess that's the best way to say it. So y'all know how I do. Every once in a while, I just pop in online. What's up, Sasha? Good to see you. Y'all know I pop in online just to see how you're doing, just to, see if you have any questions or anything like that. I don't know why my heart is the way it is, but it's just the way it is. I just have a deep love and compassion for people. And I know that in this social media world, oftentimes we use this as, pushing our brand, pushing our things, pushing our products. I've written a book, got a church, all of that stuff. But I think sometimes that can be a little bit too disingenuous. Then you're really, we're all scrolling and watching each other's posts. Look, I look a mess today. But we're all watching each other's posts and, we're sharing our kids and sharing all the stuff that we do. And we don't really always care that much about the people that's on our timeline. And I'm just not that kind of person. I really just, if we're connected, if you're in my friend space, if I accepted you as friends, then I just want to make sure that I do life well with you while you're in my space. So anyway, I hope your Wednesday is well. Y'all know that I can blast off on a million of subjects, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to know, are there any questions, anything that you guys want to share, any questions that you have? I'd be open to it because I think sometimes I personally believe that the antidote to religion is relationship. How can you say that you love God whom you never seen and not love the people who you see every single day? What's up, Humberto? Like, so how can you say that you love God whom you never seen and not really do life well with the people who you see every single day? Well, because all of us are quarantined, we're not around people physically. What about the people that you see online? Are we, this could be, something you could think about, but I don't know. Are we judged by how we treat people online? I mean, they're still people. They're behind the keyboard. They're behind the cell phone. Are we treated? Are we dealt with on how we handle people online? I don't know, but I just choose to treat people well. What's up to y'all that's coming in the room? It's your friend and brother, Bishop AJ, your creative leader, just here just to kind of talk to you all and share. Y'all know, y'all that follow me know I just pop in online every once in a while and just do an Ask the Bishop Live. You can just ask any question randomly and see where that conversation leads us. You know what I'm saying? Just see where it leads us. But I hope y'all are doing well. What's up, Ashley? Ashlyn. I want to make sure I said that right. Ashlyn. Yo, your post from Sunday destroyed me. Pam popped in your inbox and was like, if COVID don't take you out. I'm still weak about that status. Yo, that's funny. Shooting your shot. Have y'all been getting shot at y'all on COVID? I've had a few shots, shot at me in the DM and in the inbox. It's so funny. People are so cute. Women are funny. Y'all have some shot at y'all in the inbox. Being COVID, everybody sitting at home watching each other's profile pictures and going, "Ooh, they fine as a bug. Let me go and holler." I am weak. I promise you. That is the status of the year. The status of the year. Look, if COVID don't take you out, can I take you out? That is a move. Okay, that is a shot. All right, so what's up? Have y'all been getting hit up in the DM on this stay-at-home COVID order? Don't set them out though. Don't set the comment out there. You know what I'm saying? People are ready to risk it all. Like, I'm telling you, I done got, inbox prophecies. That's the normal. I get those normally all the time. The Lord said, or I had a dream about you that, you're supposed to be my man. You're supposed to be my husband or whatever. Or, I'm praying for you. That was a mild message. Like, I'd have to do a Ask the Bishop After Dark, to really talk about the ones. I think this is the best dating ever in my life since quarantine. I mean, you know what? Okay, I will be honest. This is Ask the Bishop Live. My thing is, I personally don't believe it's a problem for people to make spaghetti video. Nope, not getting it. If somebody sees you online and they decide to slide in the DM and try to introduce themselves to you, like, you know what? I'm not the one to be like, that's the devil. I personally don't believe that. I think that, especially in the church, because we are so we have such a problem with everything being sexual. Because we have a problem with that, we don't sometimes know how to have the dividing line between people that are, innocently trying to get to know somebody, and then we just all of a sudden assume that everybody's just trying to smash. But if somebody like sees you on IG or sees you on Facebook and they slide in your DM because they have general interest and they, compliment something that you do, I'm usually very kind, like, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Like, but I can always tell when it's a woman that's being genuine about it, but a woman that's not necessarily being genuine about it. But what's funny is sometimes the approach is exactly the same though. Like, do y'all feel me? Like, do y'all feel me in the comments? Like, sometimes the approach is exactly the same. Like, so you don't really know, you have to have a high level of discernment based on the way that person carries themselves to decide whether this is a person that's genuinely trying to shoot their shot, or it's just a person that's just thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they fell into one of your thirst traps. Maybe you posted one of those pictures that they was like, oh my God, they looking thirsty and hungry and great today. Then they decide to come in and shoot they shot in your DM. So sometimes it's difficult because the approach seems exactly the same. So you don't really know how to decipher between it because for women, hey beautiful. Do you go back and scrub dude's timeline to be able to say, I might be giving too much tea, but do you go back and scrub dude's timeline to be able to see if dude is credible before you respond to that hey you beautiful post? Or do you just kind of take it based on what you see in their picture? Oh, see, y'all don't, man. Church people don't like to have these kind of conversations because we just get nervous. We get nervous. The Bible says that God has given us everything as it pertains to life and godliness. So I'm the type of person that believes that everything that happens in life, as believers, we should have answers to. And I just don't think that things should make us as defensive as it does. It makes us so defensive, and we get so moral so quick when it just be like, man, this is life. Like, chill out. Like, this is life. This is the real life that we have to live. And I think we should really have answers. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like this. So yeah, like if somebody slides in your DM like, hey, beautiful, what's up? Or hey, handsome, you go back and scrub their timeline and see like if they're a credible person or not. I don't mean any harm because beauty is subjective. That's why you can't really define what beauty is, because what beauty is to somebody else might not be what beauty is to somebody else. But typically what slides in my DM is what I don't want. Oh, typically what slides in my DM is like not what I want. You are like, like what made you think you had an opportunity and a chance? Like, did y'all ever see that meme that said, look at you, then look at me? So like I said, beauty is subjective, all right? Beauty is subjective. Somebody might find somebody beautiful that, I might not find, beautiful. But typically, what slides in my DM that's willing to go for broke, the type of women that's willing to, the type of women that slide in my DM that's like, yo, I'm willing to risk it all, I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Like, no. Oh. Good God. How do you think don't it make you question, man? Look, I'd be so disappointed in myself. Right. Yeah. Don't it make you question sometimes? Like, is it me? Like, maybe I don't look as good as I might think I may. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I don't look as good as I thought. You know what I'm saying? Because what I would be attracted to ain't attracted to me. But what I don't want is like in abundance. I'm like, God, what have I done? Like, is this punishment? Like, are you giving me everything that I don't want? For y'all that just came in, this is a midday. Yes, you know what, Nicholas? I'm so glad you said that, because somebody asked me the other day, is it looks? It's not just looks. It's not just looks, but I personally need to be personally attracted to you. I'm not lame. I promise. I'm not lame, but if I'm not attracted to you, I just can't do it. But hey man, miss you. But standard. Somebody asked me the other day, why am I still single? Now, this is why y'all should have shared this out, and this is why I never put the stuff in the comments or in the section, like the subject, because I don't want people, I don't want you just to chime in because you think I'm going to say something you want to say. This is a layered conversation. How about that? DDR, dating during Rona. That's a series, April. I might need to steal that one. So if somebody asked me why am I still single? Last week I did this whole conversation with men, and the ladies went crazy on my timeline because I posted this video about this chick that bought her man a truck. And, no offense to the ladies that's on here. What's up, Amy? But the ladies were going mad in my comments like, she bought him a truck because she insecure, or, she wants love, or she should have waited until they got married and all of that stuff. And you know what? You have the right to your opinion. So this is no fight. But I'm just going to say this from a man version. How about this? Why don't we all, like males and women, why don't we as men educate men, and why don't women educate women instead of women trying to educate how a man thinks to women? So one of the things I have a problem with is that women try to educate other women how a man is without being a man. You're not a man. So you can't educate another woman. You can educate a woman based on your experiences that you had with another man, but you don't know me emotionally, intellectually, physically. So you don't really understand what I want or why I approach relationships the way I approach it, because the reality is you're trying to define men based on the way you've experienced men, not the reality that a man really is. Now, this is coming from a man. So I'm just saying, why don't women try to help women understand how to be better women? And why don't men help men be better at being better women? And then hear me real good. Why don't mature men and mature women have a conversation about that intersection? And then we start kind of teaching and telling people how to interact with each other. But y'all got people that's broken, ain't never had nothing successful, trying to tell you how to be in a relationship. But I personally hate, and y'all pray for me, because I personally hate the relationship gospel. But because I feel like, because I've had so much failure in relationships and so much success in relationship, I just can't help but speak to it. But I personally hate the conversation, because I think a lot of times the conversation about relationships is just based on people's personal experiences, not necessarily intellectual conversation about how men and women should work together. Like, perfect example, y'all always hear this conversation, men want respect, and then women want love. And I'm like, no, I want love too. And I know women that want respect too. So I don't know where we came up psychologically with these, men want this, women want this, when I thought we were humans and we all want the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's me. But the reason why I got off that tangent about that is because I was telling somebody, what is it that a man can say? Now, I'm going to get in trouble with this. Y'all just got to hear me from a man's perspective. What is it that a man can say that he won't do in relationships that a woman can say that she won't do? Pre-marriage, right? So I can't say, you know what, we ain't married, so I'm not opening the car door for you. You know what, we ain't married, so I'm not putting gas in your car. What's up, Jerry? Good to see you. What can I say? You know what? We ain't married, so I'm not buying every meal. But I'm just saying, my sisters, y'all can say, look, we ain't married. I'm not cooking for you. We're not married. I'm not kissing you. We not married. I'm not hugging you. I told y'all I was gonna get in trouble. But think about it, and I just want you to be objective. There is nothing that I can't say pre-marriage that I won't do, but a woman can say, hey, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Like it, love it, or hate it. I think one of the issues, don't beat me up, April, but I think one of the things that I am learning to have, and this is the reason why I'm single, is because I am learning to have standards too. Right? I am learning that it is okay for me to have standards and say, you know what? There's certain things I won't do either. And it don't make me a jerk. It don't make me a man that's not affectionate. All of that stuff. I'm just saying, there's just certain things I ain't doing either. Like, okay, you don't want me to pray for me. All right? Straight up. Like, I ain't paying for every meal. Nah, this is going to be Dutch for about 6 months. 6 months is gonna be Dutch. You want me to pay for? You want to eat out expensive every day? You want date night? You paying for one too. All right, so off of that, you paying for one of them date nights too. You want me to spend all of my money while you save all your money? Like, nah, fam, we're in friendship. Now understand why, I see y'all about to, look, I just see my friends just go down, I done got deleted, now I'm the devil. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't like relationship conversation, because people get too emotional. People get way too emotional. And I'm just asking you from a logical standpoint, just to consider, like, There is nothing that I can't say that I won't do pre-marriage, but women can't say, I appreciate that, Tanya. Thank you so much for that. But women can say, hey, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And so I've learned now to have standards. And now I'm not saying I never had standards, but y'all got to hear what I'm saying in this standpoint. In this point, like if I don't feel a sense of mutuality in a relationship with a woman, then I'm instantly not, I'm just done. I'm done with it. Like I'm done with it. And I'm gonna say this too. This ain't got nothing to do with me, but I've heard this and I understand this. It's ridiculous. It should be mutual. Because somebody typed it in the comment for me. It should be mutual. Like Francis says, standards are for us, not the other individual. It's a risk factor. Yes. So the standards I have. So now I ain't trying to be too intellectual on this, but I think standards have to be found in your values. I don't think that you can say that something is a standard without having sure values. But I also don't believe that you can hold somebody in a relationship, hear me good. I don't believe that you can hold somebody in a relationship accountable to your standards without them being discussed and agreed upon. Because I think that one of the issues that I have in relationships is that it almost feels like you're being hazed. Like you don't even know if you did something right or wrong, or even if you're stepping in the right territory or not, because it was never discussed. So then what happens is you end up crossing a line that you don't know, then somebody ends up mad. And y'all know how it is in relationships. It starts slow. Somebody starts getting more silent. Somebody starts backing off a little more. And then next thing you know, something chaotic happens. Then when the chaos happens, then you go back to something that happened 6 months ago when I didn't even know I offended you. I didn't know that I crossed that standard. And so for me, that's the definition of unrealistic expectations. It is things that have not been discussed. It's the standards that have not been discussed that we're holding people accountable to, and then it's causing all this emotional drama. That's partly one of the reasons why I'm just single, because I don't want drama. Now, look, if I get in a relationship with somebody that believes in mutuality and they understand the reality of that, hey, what I expect is what I will give, and that's the way that we operate on, then I'm cool with whatever tension comes along with that in the relationship, in the dating relationship. But I am finding even just in friendship, y'all better hear me, even just in friendship, you can tell how petty people are just on the simple things, Like you didn't respond to my text. You didn't respond to my text. Like, okay, so I'm just sitting around on my phone the entire time because you sitting around on your phone the entire time? Like, nah, you're not going to just get a text back from me. I'm not just in my life sitting around doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, people nowadays have the unrealistic, made up, TV idolized view on relationships. You better preach that. You better preach that word, preach that book. That's the truth. Because I'm finding, man, that people are they got all these weird expectations, and it's just too much drama, and I'm done with it. And man, I ain't even gonna say that today. I don't want no enemies today. When's your birthday? Do not, Tanya. Don't you come at me with that zodiac stuff. I'm also because you in March. That's what your son. You're a water sign. I'm talking just simple human behavior. So man, this is why, man, I sometimes I'm just okay with being alone. Like I'm fine with it. This is not as much the devil as many people have tried to make it. They have tried to make being single the devil, and I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm enjoying it. And then when you get ready to go, Tanya, you was going to say something about my zodiac sign or something like that. Wasn't you? Like, what? Man, I'm zodiac. You mean to tell me? Now, first of all, look, I'm finna shoot y'all again. Like, I'm finna shoot y'all again. So y'all finna go off of zodiac signs. Somebody looks at the sun, the moon, the stars, and then they'll be able to tell you what's getting ready to happen for the entire day. Your entire month, but you know the God of the freaking universe, and you at the altar call. every Sunday. Get out of here. Get your. Somebody just asked me a question on YouTube. What's your dating marriage age range? I actually don't have an age range. That's a good question. Why did this turn into a relationship conversation? Oh, I hate these conversations. I hate these conversations. What? I've been content. Look, I've been content being single. What's your dating marriage age range? I don't actually have a age range on dating. Like, I don't know. I'm getting ready to go. I'm finna get me an old lady. She like 68 years old. She ain't got nothing to argue about. You know, she's got her stuff settled. Where the mothers of the church at? Where the mothers at? Look, I'm about to shoot my shot there. Oh boy, because I just, the young ones, I'm just praying for a level of maturity. Men have immediately stopped talking to me when they found out that I'm an Aquarius. Why is that? What is that? What is that, April? Personally, I'm moving to Atlanta because evidently all who go there tend to get into tarot cards. I'm dead. Look, I thought. Oh my God, y'all are nuts. Y'all are nuts. Look, I just got married 2 weeks ago, and we spent a whole year addressing the hard stuff: finances, morals, and sex. Yes, sir. Like, man, ain't that something? Like, I tell people this. I'll just tell y'all this is just for free. I have found that get that pension. I'm going to get that pension out here. But I feel like the way to build a relationship is to build just like you would build a business. It is to have mission, vision, values, culture, mission statements. Like all of the hard work that many people don't want to do into building businesses and building, organizations. They think that relationships is just based on likability. How long do I like a person? Straight for free. So so many people are asking, well, how do you process a relationship? Well, the way you process a relationship is the same way you would process a business. Because marriage, my friends, is an institution. Marriage is not the relationship. Marriage is the institution. It houses the relationship. But if you don't know how to build the relationship, right? And what I'm telling you is, man, I think the key to life is just simply maturity. Like, I think that's really, truly the key to life. I think that's the key to how to handle church, how to handle relationships, is people that are committed to mission and vision. Because how can you say that I want my wife or my husband to submit, but there's no mission to submit to, sub below mission, right? So there is nothing to submit to. Equation, no, I did a whole teaching on that conversation because most of us are trying to find a ways to submit to each other instead of submitting to the mission. But because your relationship has no mission, there is nothing to submit to. There is nothing subjected to be able to say, all right, let's come below that because we agree that this is our mission. But because we don't have that in our relationships, we don't have those conversations. We get somebody, we like them, we don't want nobody else to have them. We get in a relationship with them, we date them, and we ain't gonna talk about it, in church, anyway, we date them, we marry them without any foundation. Then we set a wedding date before we even talk to a pastor or anybody that can really truly help us process through it, because we think that just all of us, we think our love is strong enough to be able to handle the problems of life because, we really like each other and we talk about the hard stuff. Then what happens is y'all thought y'all talked about the hard stuff. Then y'all get married. And then y'all hate each other, and then y'all want to come and sit down and talk to me and ask me to fist the person. Well, y'all shouldn't have did it in the first place. My God, look. All right, you're speaking truth. Building a marriage is like building a business. Hey, Danielle, good to see you. We've been married for over 15 years now, and it takes work. You have to be intentional. You have to communicate. You have to be on the same page. You have to develop a purpose partnership. Right. And so that's why for me, man, people, when people come to me and they already got this wedding date already set, They got a wedding date already set, and then they're asking me to do counseling. I'll be like, man, I'm not the one. I'm sorry, I'm not doing your counseling. I'm not doing your counseling because I'm not going to be responsible for the problem that y'all gonna have after y'all have been through, after y'all have got married. I'm telling you because I know this. I was saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, mighty burning fire, going to church every time the church doors was open, living holy and righteous and all of that stuff. And then got married. I look 19 years old, see this girl at Christian college because I'm like, oh, you know what? She's saved, I'm saved. That means it's gonna work. We both love Jesus. We both love Jesus, it's gonna work. 19 years old, then marry her at 21 years old. Because why? Because the church was afraid of us. So, yeah, we don't want y'all fornicate. It's better to marry than to burn. And then I just said to them, look, which burn? Because that was 11 years of a burn. I'm like, which one, burn in hell or burn on the earth? Because it was hell. That was hell. Okay? That was hell. But because there was no foundation to the relationship, there was no way to expect for it to work. It was impossible for it to work because there was no foundation. And you know how religious some of y'all are. Y'all, well, let me go pray about God changing my spouse. That's not the way change works. That's not the way change works. God does not do anything against the human will. If the person is not committed, hear me, if the person is not committed to personal growth and to change where they are deficient, your relationship will be hell. I'm trying to tell y'all can go listen to all this other stuff. Go read these cute books about, all these wonderful relationships. And it's like, fam, y'all got to realize y'all are not. Y'all done got me on the soapbox now. This is why I hate talking about relationships, because I think sometimes I'm just too real about it. And I think that people actually want to be lied to, because deception means you don't have to take responsibility. Y'all want this cute stuff. I'm not with it. Forget the cute stuff. Forget the cute stuff. Look, y'all done got me started. Y'all know. Forget the cute stuff. Like y'all, because y'all out here, because y'all want this perception. Y'all want this perception that y'all not having sex. So y'all run down here and get in these dumb relationships that are apps. And then you go online and then you try to act like y'all happy when we know y'all not happy, because the amount of posts show me y'all don't like each other. But then the church want to crucify us because we out here single. Because y'all married and unhappy. Y'all married and unhappy, but I'm single and happy. So you want to try to beat me up, have a singles event, or you want to preach your marriage gospel and then want to beat me up because I'm single. Like something wrong with me because I'm single. Y'all better go somewhere. I'm done with that. I told people I'm in a season of a sanctified clapback. All right, like my clapback is still holy. I still love the Lord, and it's still with the word. But I'm sick of it. Y'all gonna quit beating me up because I'm single, and y'all unhappily married. But y'all up here trying to tell us how to be single. Y'all don't even know what it's like to be single. Woo! Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. But y'all feel me? Do y'all feel me though? Like, so people think that because I fire back and I blaze back like that they think that I'm anti-marriage. I'm not anti-marriage. The reason, hear me, y'all better hear me good on this. The reason why I'm single is because I respect marriage. That's why I'm single. I'm single because I respect marriage. I'm not going to get in marriage and play with it. So let me be over here and be single and enjoy my life while y'all over here, maybe you have a happy marriage. And I hope you have a happy marriage. And I hope it's not just something that you're playing with, or, I know that it comes with problems and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, oh God, I'm just saying, but quit trying to sell us that y'all happy when we know you ain't happy. And then leave us alone because we out here single. Because y'all know, I thought about doing an after dark, like just single session Matter of fact, I might just do it. Like where it's just us, like as single people, really talking about this because for some odd reason, there is a narrative that I think is absolutely incorrect and inappropriate. And I think that some of us have sat through a lot of abusive conversations and messages in church and even with our families. We've been subject of abuse. Like, why ain't you married yet? Boom, it costs too much to have a sanctified. Right, come on. It costs too much to have sanctified sex alone. Come on, somebody. Like I really have thought about it because we've been abused. Like I'm just beating us up. You know what I'm saying? Because we single. And my thing is this, man. Like, man. Okay, I'll save this part for when we do that. Okay, I'll save that for that when we do that. Because, woo. How you so busy worried about who in my bed when you don't sleep in your bed? Ooh, Lord. Oh, Lord. How you so busy worried about who in my bed when you ain't slept in your bed? You sleep in your couch. But you got something to say about who in my bed. Hallelujah. Ooh, Lord. Yes, you know what I'm saying? I had to, marriage is like the world's coddling. No matter how saved, y'all are. It takes work. It did, yes, 30 years, and it still failed. Yes. Yes. She said, what did I come in on? You came in to me wasn't even supposed to be talking about relationships today. And then somebody gonna make a statement and then all of a sudden it turned into a relationship conversation. I hate relationship conversations. Now y'all see why I hate relationship conversations, because I'm a little annoyed with it. So I kind of, be biting my tongue. I be trying to bite my tongue about it. That's why y'all be seeing me say nothing. I just be like, all right, enjoy yourself, share your post, all that crap. And I just be like, man, y'all can go and swear with that trash because the Antoine Jackson Ministries don't subscribe to that way of thinking. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. All right. So, man, all right. As a woman, I've questioned my worth based on the church and not getting married at a young age. Thank God for his healing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, when I say the church, now y'all got to understand what I mean when I say the church. When I say the church, I'm saying the religious church. I'm not talking about the real church, the ecclesia, the ek out from the kaleo to call. I'm not talking about the people that embody the mission of the church. I'm talking about, when I say the church, I'm talking about the institutionalized mentality that has been accepted by the big C church. So understand that when I say that. I believe that the institutionalized church worships marriage. They worship marriage. And because they worship marriage, a lot of the doctrine and the dogma is to push people into marital relationships, because I think religion understands that the biggest way to actually get you distracted from your mission in life is to get you connected in a bad relationship. Now I'm going to preach for a second, all right? The greatest way, many of us, hear me real good, many of us were just fine in our life until we got into a bad relationship that we thought was sanctioned and ordained by God. Many of us were just fine. Our money was good. Our emotional health was good. Our stability was good. Like, we were really, truly happy. But what happened is we got into a relationship that we thought was sanctioned and ordained by God because we were trying to be in compliance. We were trying to be in compliance. We didn't want to be sitting in church having to repent about fornicating or our sexual feelings or whatever like that. And I'm here to say to you as a single person, having sexual urges is not the definition of temptation. Religion has taught you that. Is your body giving you hunger pains, gluttony? Is your body telling you to drink some water? It's so stupid. It is built into your physiology. So that's not the definition of temptation. All right. So get that through your head. But because of us not having been taught how to handle these things and incorrect definitions, it forced us into relationships and down the aisle because we didn't want to be sitting in church with these thoughts of sexuality and fornicating, our definition of fornication, right? You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, many of us got into relationships well before our time, and that was the distraction. Hear me. That was the distraction that many of us had that took us off of our destiny. But I didn't get on here to be preachy or prophetic today, but I said this Sunday, it is important for you to realize that God even knows how to integrate your mistakes into the plan. So don't think for any moment that just because you had a divorce or a bad breakup, that God does not know how to use even a bad relationship or even a marriage. Like, the purposes and the plans that he has for you are still good, and the plans that you have for your life are still on. So don't for any moment sell yourself short and think that you can't recover. I'm a living witness that regardless of what I've been through, you bring up my past, I might drop kick you. Why? Because I'm so well past that. I'm past that. I don't care what you think about my past. I'm delivered from that. So you need to get delivered from that. And that's what I'm saying that many people need to do in their own soul. They need to do the soul work to get free from the opinions of people, because people will always have this idea of how you should have lived your life. Get free from that. But I think that, man, because of that, bad relationships, because the institutionalized religious church worships marriage, and they don't understand how to actually live a successful life. Oftentimes, tag me back. Nope, I ain't tagging you back. You can leave. But many people, because it worships marriage and it doesn't think that you can live successfully and single, oftentimes there's this dogma that is being preached and pushed that's causing people to get in relationships that's distracting them from their mission and their purpose. That's just my honest opinion. I know that many of y'all can feel me, and I'm just going to say this. Some of y'all have been subjected to these ways of preaching because some of you all won't leave these churches because y'all waiting on a word from God. It's dogma that is stupid, that has your life in condemnation, guilt, and shame, but you won't go to the church that's preaching the truth because you're still needing affirmation. So you stay at those churches and you stay under that way of teaching and thinking because you're so busy not wanting to be rejected that you want so much acceptance that you'll stay there. And it's like, man, quit doing that to yourself. Like, stop. Okay, can I say this? Quit subjecting yourself to abuse. Like, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Quit subjecting yourself to abuse. You know the word. Come on, man. Y'all getting beat up and destroyed, and y'all really trying to live the best life you can. Like, look, none of us are 100% perfect, but I'm sure you live a better life than what you are being taught at. I'm sure you probably live a better life than what you are being taught at. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Yes, absolutely. I'm content being single because marriage is not what makes you whole, as some people believe. That's absolutely right. That is absolutely right. So, yeah, I was getting ready to go somewhere with that. I was getting ready to say something about that because I think that that's important to this conversation. Y'all ain't asked me not one question. Y'all done got me on here just talking. Yeah, here it is, because they have a marriage idol. Some of the way that the teaching has been framed is to make you think that you're not whole or complete or something is wrong with your life because you aren't married. I'm going to drop one truth bomb on you and then I'm getting ready to log out. One truth bomb. And it's getting ready. You ain't probably ever thought about it like this. All right, so I want y'all to be ready. I want y'all to rub your hands together. I'm sure you ain't never thought about it like this. All right. Your Savior, Jesus the Christ, the one whom you worship, the one whom you adore, the one that you come to church to give praise to, died single. All right. Died single. Hear me again. Jesus, be Christ, the one you worship, died single. All right. Okay, I'll give you one more truth bomb. Not only did he die single, when he was born to a woman that was married to a man. And when the man found out she was pregnant, was getting ready to have her killed, stoned. Hear me good. He was like, so you pregnant and we ain't did nothing? So how you pregnant? How you pregnant? Now I want y'all to read your book. He like, so how you pregnant though? How you pregnant? How you pregnant and we ain't do nothing? And the Holy Spirit had to send an angel and said, look, fam, this one on me, bruh. So Joseph was getting ready to commit murder. Hear me. Although legally, all right? So he was getting ready to commit murder and abortion. So you get ready to have her killed with a baby on the inside of her. The Holy Spirit's like, don't do that. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, this faulty relationship crap that y'all been listening to. I'm like, it's dumb and it's asinine and it's got y'all locked in some prison. Joseph goes, all right, well, let me raise this boy as my own then. So Jesus was born not to, his mama and his daddy. It was his mama and his stepdaddy. So for some of y'all that think, because some of y'all married somebody because you had a baby with them. That's why some of y'all sitting in church unhappy. Because you thought because I had a baby with them, I had to marry them. Jesus had a stepdaddy that raised him. Y'all better read this book. Y'all gotta stop with this nonsense that we have been indoctrinated with. So would you date a woman that's pregnant? If she, I absolutely would. If I fell in love with her, I sure would. But understand, that's a big man. That's a big man. Joseph, that's a big man to say, I'm going to raise this child that's not even my own, and I'm going to raise him like he's mine. So I'm telling y'all got these fallacies that I'm telling y'all need to let go because it's not even in reflection of what the narrative that the scripture even tells. So I just want you to be free. I just want you to be free today. Lord, send us a new stepdaddy. That's crazy. How do you feel about interracial dating, interracial marriage, and the challenge of biracial kids face as a result? I mean, I personally don't have a problem with interracial marriage. I think it's your personal preference and your personal choice. I think that the world is a little different. I know that there still is rejection when somebody might be biracial. You know, it starts off as them saying they're cute. You're like, cute. But then they get through life, and you try to decide, is this person black or white? Like, what benefits, do they get? So, I mean, I think it's a person's personal preference and choice. I really don't personally have a problem with it. Let me get off here because he all up in my life. I ain't coming here no more. All right, y'all, look. All right, I'll give y'all 2 more minutes to put questions in there, and then I'm a bounce. I got work to do today. I'm down with the swirl. So you need that Neapolitan in your life, huh, April? Oh my Lord. Man, this has been fun. This has been fun. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that late night singles conversation. It's just gonna be us. Just us talking our talk. No married people allowed. All right, any questions? Do you desire to have any more children? I'm old. I don't know. Yeah, folks don't like this kind of talk. Don't like this kind of talk because they want that. Oh God, send somebody out of heaven, and they showed up at my house because he that found the wife found a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So he shows up knocking at my door saying, "The Lord told me that you're mine." Nonsense. I was caught in the idea of the church type of marriage, but thank God for the freedom, yes, of real fear-free relationship without religious convictions. Real singleness is what's up. Live 100%. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a cough. I can cough. They didn't say that because Rona don't mean that you can't cough, or not having Rona don't mean you can't cough. Y'all crazy. You spoke today in what the new world needs to hear. They ain't used to that. Yeah, they're not used to it. They're not used to this kind of conversation. It's unfortunate, but I'm telling you, there are people out here that understand. Don't think for any moment that there are. I think the problem that we're having, and this is the challenge that I'm going to ask you all that are listening. The challenge that I'm going to give you is to ask you to personally mature in not just what you're hearing, but how you hear what you hear. And to number two, get behind voices that are true, but that are suppressed. Almost as if what I'm asking for some of you all to do is to get behind and to push people that may not necessarily be popular or known by the masses, but they preach and teach truth in the way that the world needs to hear. That's my challenge to you all. Like, don't just share people that are popular, because what is popular, hold on, let me see who calling the church. I don't know who number it is. But because what we're doing is there are people that have the truth, but because they aren't, quote unquote, the mainstream popular people, they're listened to, the information is stolen from them, but they're not platformed or populated or pushed or celebrated. So my challenge to you all that are listening to me is that, like, videos like this, share this. Don't just listen to this and be like, this was good for me. Like, share this out. Like, because other people need to hear that there are people out here that make sense, instead of sharing the people out here that don't make sense. Like, y'all sharing people out here that don't make sense. They are dumb. The stuff they say is dumb. And it's like, why is that going viral, but truth doesn't? And we can talk about it another day. All right, y'all. I don't see no more questions in the comments section. This was fun. I did not, for you guys that are watching the replay, I did not get on here to talk about relationships at all. I hate talking about relationships. Hate talking about relationships. But I do it because I feel like I need to insert my voice, because it's one of clarity and one of reality. That's why I do it. All right. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's change the world, good people.